I'm Danny.
And I'm Althea.
And we are
DNA Live. Welcome, welcome, everybody. How you doing today, hon?
I'm doing great, man.
Good, good. I know this weather is like back and forth, but we are enjoying it because we're in this beautiful studio. And you got a couple of shout outs, do you not?
Big shout out to everybody. You already know, man. And I just want to tell everybody, right now we're playing right now in Atlanta and in Miami right now. So definitely listen in, tune in. Big shout out to everybody over in Miami, DJ Yoro, as well as my boy
DJ Scorpio.
And big shout out to my boy Streets, and big shout out to my boy E Money over there. And Uncle Boogie, I hope you took home an award, man.
Yes, we do. We'll actually find that out later. But also DNA is going to be premiering in Las Vegas on September 30th, which is pretty cool.
And tomorrow?
And tomorrow is Texas, right?
93.5 Jams.
We are just moving on up, girl. I mean, boy. Anyway, I just wanted to talk briefly about the gentleman that we're going to be having on the show.
Okay.
As you guys know, we are broadcasted in the UK on XL UK. And that is run by two beautiful gentlemen. One is Abid Hussain, and if I'm butchering these names, help me, Lord. Dovydas Venslovas. I love that name; it just flows through the tongue, you know. But we've been working with these guys for about a couple of months now, right?
Yeah, man.
And they are, I don't know how to explain it. They are just guys that really put in the work, and they've been doing this for a long time, and I thought it would be awesome to get them on the show, so the UK meets the USA. And when we come back from commercial break, we'll be talking with Abid and Dovy, so stay tuned.
Put your hands up. Right now we're inside a war with ourselves. Yo, America, are we gonna wake up from this? Where the real Americans at, you heard? Where we at? Man, you blinded and you lied, you just censor inside your own. Everyone pretends they love you, but messing you up in homes. Laughing without the way you can't even afford food. And everybody looking at you acting so rude. They thinking that they love you, your skin, that's what they see. They don't understand the militant while it be. But the anger that they got, they just play for each other. A civil war, they trying to come for us, kill one another. But I woke up last night, I gotta talk to my peers. Tell them, listen, we gotta march, and what do we hear? You laughing, you crying, you angry, you feeling and skating. Saying with all the time, they just demonstrated. Leave you inside the cars, they don't wanna see you out. They leave you locked doors, breaking your jaws over locked. They lock you up, they wanna trap you, put you inside with a lock, it's mental block. Cause all you ever hearing is the cops screaming lifeless. Now all of a sudden we thinking prices. Putting that two there, be caught crashing in crisis. Now they hating how they even look. They try to lock us up, throw it down, try to play the book. Wanna get us shook, every time try to get it booked. Overshook, saying God is there and love is overlooked. They try pretending that we close with a phone next to each other's ears, but we're more social distancing corona years. They try to acting like we ain't one inside our home. We acting like that we ain't one and one inside our home. I said March, let's go. I said let's fight. You can't censor us anymore. You lying to the people.
And we are back.
I love that. I love that montage. I got to ask them. So, without further ado, we got over here. We got Abid and Dovey. Welcome to the show. Hey guys, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, good, good.
You hear us?
First of all, thank you for coming. You got the UK and you got the USA meeting one-on-one here, and this is very special to me because we have had the pleasure in crossing paths and our show along with your show. And let me tell you, you guys, it's not even about the professionalism. It's about, you do everything possible, not just for the DJs on your show and the artists and stuff like that, but just for everybody in general. I really want to applaud you for that.
Thank you very much. In terms of like promoting the talent, that's our number one priority, I think. It's something that we've always talked about to people, especially when they ask us about our station.
Mhm.
Is that without presenters and talent, there would be no radio station. So
Yeah, true. But we're going to start off with Abid because me and him talk a lot.
yeah,
We do
that's
talk a lot.
interesting, I gotta say.
You know what it is? Because I bite off his ear a lot because he's been in this game for way much longer than I have. So I have no problems asking questions, and he's always providing me answers. But the first thing I wanted to start off with, you're born in April, right?
That's right.
April 3rd, is it?
Yep, that's right.
So you're a Pisces.
I'm an Aries.
Oh, you're an Aries. That's
You almost got it.
I almost had it. I was trying to figure him out, but that's okay. So we're talking now. This Abid is the station manager of XL UK. Now, I wanted to ask you too, where did the XL come from? Is that like extra large, like in t-shirt size?
No, it isn't. It's just, in all fairness, it doesn't really mean anything in terms of like we just came up with a name that just sounded a bit catchy,
Right. Okay.
easy to remember. But a lot of people have asked us. But I think the XL part can be attributed
Yeah.
to excelling, so
Mhm.
it can be that. It can be interpreted as that.
Yeah.
I think, in terms of like say going back to the talent. For them to excel on our platform, and then also excelling in the work that we do in terms of playing the wide and diverse music that we output on the station as well.
Right. Okay. Yeah. You know what? Because a lot of people had said XL UK, and I'm like, yeah, that sounds so good. It does. It's a very powerful letter, XL. Because I'm M. I would be medium. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would be M UK, but
Medium rare.
medium rare. I'm not a hot dog here. Okay. So I'm going to start with Abid. Now I understand he is of British Asian with Pakistani heritage.
That's
Now,
correct.
see, listen, I do my research, dude.
Go ahead. Come on.
I'm just saying. Because I wanted to find out more about these guys. So you started off also working in the post office. I can't pronounce the name of it, so I'm not going to even try because I'll butcher it. It starts with a G. What is that? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know what you mean. Don't worry about it. It's okay. It's basically where we're from. It's called Wales. It's part of the United Kingdom, one of the countries.
Right.
And here we speak a language that's called Welsh. So
Okay.
there's a lot of those sort of like really local names, or an English name has been given a Welsh name. So there's like a double sort of like a language thing here in our country here in this part of the UK. But it can be hard if you're not a native. Even other people from the other parts of the UK struggle with pronouncing Welsh words as well.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool when everybody doesn't make the effort to try and sort of pronounce it,
I even have, I have problems pronouncing English, so it's, it works both ways. But I did see your resume, sir, and you were also a radio presenter for DTFM, Urban FM London, The Beat London, Tide Radio, Radio Cardiff, Radio City, 1386 AM, and you also studied professional media practice. Now, out of all that you did so far, Which has been the most satisfying for you that brought you to XLU?
I think all my radio residency and my own personal career have been quite fulfilling, just because of the experience that I gotten from different people who have mentored me throughout the whole years. But I would say, and this might be a bit obvious to say, but my time in radio was really most enjoyable when it involved Dovydas.
Of course.
When we got together in community radio for the very first time, and after that, it literally became a whole roller coaster of wonderment and excitement.
Right. Yeah.
So
So in other words, Lee, I can understand that, because I've only been in the radio business for not even over a little bit over a year myself, and I've worked with different people, but I mean, if it wasn't for this guy sitting next to me, I probably wouldn't be doing this right now. It's just it's the connection that you have with certain people that work.
If you see me being quiet, it's because I like watching her, because when she first started, she was very nervous in the pocket. So when she starts going off, I just like watching her.
Yeah, he just sits back and let me do all the work. But again, now also when you started off, when you got into radio, was this something that you were brought into, or something that was just your passion? And like out of nowhere, I'm like, you know what, I want to do radio.
It's something I've always been passionate about doing. Ever since I was in college, I grew up listening to BBC Radio 1, which is a very popular and big radio station here in the UK. It's probably known worldwide in most continents of the world.
Yeah, it is. No, you're right, it is.
Tim Westwood's on it.
Yeah, so there were a handful of presenters on the station itself. You could say Trevor Nelson, Zane Lowe, and some other people as well, even Chris Moyles, you could say as well. They were quite popular sort of rock star figures at the time. This is going back at least 15 years ago, when radio was really dominant in the FM space, before the digital revolution came along. And it's those people who I really sort of hooked on to and developed a sort of like personality towards getting into radio and pushing myself, because I thought to myself, if these guys can do it, I want to do it as well. Because and not only that, I have to thank radio in a way, because I wasn't like this back when I was in college. Like, I was really shy. I didn't know how to talk to people. So radio has done a lot for me in terms of confidence. So that's what I was looking for when I got into it.
Oh, wow. That's it. I just love hearing his voice, because all the time we talk on Instagram or text message or whatever, and I really don't hear I don't. It's different when you're working with people and you're not really actually talking to them. So me hearing you, it's just making me all happy inside that I get to finally, hear the voice behind the radio.
Well, I say it's an absolute pleasure for us. It's an absolute pleasure for us, you guys, for the very first time as well. Like, we're really happy to be here. We're so excited. We're pumped to be part of this magic that's happening right now.
Right. Yeah, I know. And, it's just been, I don't know. I didn't know why we didn't do this sooner. For me, I was saying to myself, we should have got these guys on a long time ago, because it has been so elated, like I don't know what I'm
you have basically what you're trying to basically
he
say.
has been elevating
There you go.
you're elevating us, and we're hoping that we're doing the same for you. I'm trying to say, it's just like, it's the camaraderie that we both have together, and I think this can be really a nice, successful venture for both of us. That's all.
Yeah. Like I said, hopefully it's a start of something beautiful, as they say. Kind of cliche to say, but I think there's a lot of potential here. Especially when Danny came along and wanted to be part of our station. I thought to myself, this is someone that has a really good show, has good connections. It could only benefit our brand even more. And the more it went on, the more we realized that this is something that's gonna blow up big time.
Right. Yeah.
We already have some other quality talent on the station, but Danny and yourself, you guys bring that extra little something. You bring that sort of like energy. You bring the fire. You bring the music. The music is such a big aspect of the DNA, which we love. And don't get me wrong, I've listened in here and there when I'm not being too busy. And it's so wonderful to have a great urban show on the station.
I could say the same for you.
Yeah, no, it's a great station.
Yeah.
We love being there. I remember I was so nervous because the first time we ever went on, I was in the hospital.
Yeah, he was in the hospital. Jesus.
Yeah, you remember it, right? The debut, I was in the hospital and I had my laptop and I brought the laptop in here, right? And everybody's listening to it. Literally, I have the nurses.
Right.
Everyone's like, "Oh my God,
he had everybody in the hospital watching the show."
So they're all literally in my room. There's about like 20 different people inside the room, literally just listen to it.
This was the first, and
they're laughing, but it's the truth.
And Danny was making sure that he did everything possible, to get that show on. He's like, "Nope, we can't delay. Nope, it's the UK. Nope, we got to do it." Right.
And then I got fans from that because the nurses and a couple of the patients literally. I had my own and everything. Everybody was just spread like it looked like literally.
Let me tell you, they love those women love the UK. Okay, so anyway, before we end this segment, I just wanted to say something to Abid because in July, he had the loss of his father, who shaped who he is today, and he had classic Pakistani one-liners, and he was a very beautiful man. And all I wanted to say was, may he rest highest ranks in, if I pronounce it correctly, Jana Amen Suma Amen. Did I butcher it or no?
Yeah, it means it's basically Pakistani for Jannah means heaven.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to say that to you because I did read about that, and September for me is very hard because I so I definitely understand what you're going through, and I just wanted to say that to you. Okay.
Yeah, of course, definitely. Like I said, it's my dad was a very inspirational and big character in my life, and even though I still feel that emptiness, but at the same time, I'm still pushing forward because I know my father wouldn't want me to have stopped or go into this sort of like my shell and just be sad all the time. Like he wouldn't want me to. He wanted me to keep pushing forward. To do whatever it takes to support the family and whatever else as well. Like especially we can't stop what we're doing. Like
And to tell you the truth, I don't think he would want you to because I know my father wouldn't either, and I'm pretty sure he's watching everything we're doing right now, and I'm pretty sure. But with that, I also want to go to commercial break because we got to get to Dovey too,
Exactly.
So right after this commercial, we'll be right back with XL UK. We'll be right back.
Now I got to let her know, Daddy ain't never gonna leave. I said he's generated up, now he's charged up. I said you better get your flow, you better bar up. He's shutting down everybody with again, he doesn't care, cause you know the energy's about to rise to the year. Going shake it for the money, shake it for the money, shake it for the money.
And we're back. Let's get our boys back on the screen. Okay, there we go. Now, Davi. Okay, I can't hear you that well, but you know what? It's okay.
I'm gonna
Because
turn it louder.
So I just wanted to let you know, though, because when the commercial was in there, right, and your song is playing, Euphoria,
Yeah.
right? So Danny turns around to me and says, "Wow, I really like that." I'm like, "That's his." So we're going to go back with that because from my understanding, well, first of all, you're a January baby. So are you Capricorn?
I am actually Aquarius.
You know what? I'm not getting it right today. I am just so not getting it right today. Okay, so now from my understanding, there's a lot of things that I had not even known about you because when I was looking you up and everything, and out came fictional Dovey. And I'm like, what is this? Right? So you've been hiding from me.
I'm a very mysterious person.
Yeah, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Because I was saying to myself, oh, really now? Because I saw all these different and let me just tell you that modeling pic, I don't know where that was. The one that's in the montage with you with the gray jacket. Do you know which one I'm talking about?
Oh,
Dude?
it's a photo shoot with one of our photographers from the capital city. Yeah.
Oh God, dude. I was like, look at this. He's a model. He's a composer. He's a co-founder of a radio station. Is there any other secrets that we need to know about you, sir?
I was supposed to be a sailor in the Royal Navy.
Oh God, hear the Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, let's hear a little bit more about that.
Oh God, a sailor?
I was supposed to be, but unfortunately, Royal Navy has told me no, as I'm not British, so I wasn't allowed to join.
So Royal Navy, wow.
That so anyway, but it doesn't matter because he was Euphoria winner in 2020, and also you're a gamer. Battle Royale, does that ring a bell?
That does, yeah.
So does he do a lot of that, Abid, when he's like in the station? Like, does he start playing games or anything like that?
Sometimes he does, yeah. And then I have to tell him to get back to work. So
Yes, yeah. Yeah, well, I knew it because you can't. He does the same thing. He's got that basketball thing on the phone, right? Is it basketball? Right? He does that too. He's like, he's like, I'm working. I'm like, no, you're not. So,
in a way,
So a little bit about Dovey. Okay, so you moved from Iceland to Swansea in 2020.
I came back from Iceland to because originally I'm Lithuanian.
I know, I love that. Did I pronounce it? Is it Venslovas?
Yes, you did say it right.
See, wow, give it up, man.
No, you know why? Because I will say this, because I am obviously of European descent. I'm Greek, right? So when I see certain names, I pronounce them the way that I would the Greek last names as well. So when I saw it, I'm like, you got to put the R into it, the Venslovas.
Yeah, That's perfect. That's perfect.
I know. You can say it again. You can give me the props for that one. But also, one of the quotes that you said that I read says, "No support was all the motivation I needed. Success hits different when no one believes in you." You know how true that is?
Yeah, and I saw it myself from when we launched this lovely station of ours. No one
I will be completely transparent, guys.
Right.
We had what, 10 listeners, 20,
Right.
and no one believed in us and the hustle that or the ambition we have behind.
Right.
Suddenly, we jumped to around 2,000 people per week.
Right.
Well, people, his device is connected, so
Right.
that's 4,000-6,000 people a week listening in, and no one supported us.
Well, you know what it is that we were actually talking about that the other day as well, because we pour our heart and soul into our show and our radio shows.
Our brand.
We pour everything into it for the artists, all the independent artists out there, the unsigned, the ones that are just starting out and everything. And sometimes it's not that you want the accolades, but you want that person to reciprocate what you're doing for them.
Basically, we put our heart, ethic, money, soul in this, and we want y'all to sit there and show a little bit of support. Basically, all you got to do is sit here and repost something, tell a friend about it. Just, at the same time, one hand washes the other.
Yeah.
I don't understand why a lot of times these artists is thinking that because we're sitting here. Look at them right now. They're in the UK right now. They're hustling the same way that we're hustling over here in the States. I just want to talk right now because the artists be watching this all the time. Is you guys got to understand, man. You guys are we're trying to help y'all careers.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're hard workers. We don't stop.
No. You guys don't stop.
Well, it's not going to stop. If you guys don't do it, it's not going to stop. We're just going to find someone else.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Simple and plain.
But you guys work a lot, and so what was your like how did you guys meet, first of all?
Well, do you want me to answer this one? Okay. So all started when I joined the community radio station, and I was on a rock show. So I was talking all about rock and stuff.
Okay.
But it's not really my thing.
Okay.
And I wanted to do a dance show, just like what we do now on the station. Obviously, we play hip hop and all that stuff, but the main is electronic music. That's one of our niche markets that we choose to play. And I wanted a show that would play dancehall, that would play EDM. And there was Abid with his show called Smashdown. And then I emailed him. At first, he looked proper cocky and big-headed, I will be honest.
Wow, he's just putting you on the spot.
Oh, God, that was good. Go ahead, Dovey.
Well, he's a lot more famous than me, and he was working for a very big brand, brand radio. And I was a nobody with zero experience on the radio.
Right. Okay.
So I messaged him, and I thought he might ghost me, leave me on scene. But then he replied. I met him on Friday. We didn't talk for the first hour. And after I opened my mouth and we started talking about stuff, 8 years with this boy.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty much.
So you met him. So basically, you would watch him and stuff like that, like kind of like a fan, or like like his music and stuff like that. And then, so you guys finally, so you emailed him and then you actually talked to him. You said that you were waiting an hour. You guys didn't say nothing to each other.
Yeah, no. For the first hour, we were. I suppose I was shy.
Okay.
And I didn't really interact with him. Like I would bounce off from each other on the show, but it wasn't the connection we have now.
Oh, okay. All right.
But Dovey was more like a guest on the show rather than someone that was you could put it as my work colleague on the station.
Okay.
So because we didn't know each other, that you can probably understand the awkwardness of that interaction, and especially for that first hour, like you mentioned.
What was the station called that you two met on?
Sorry, say that again.
What was the station's name?
It's
Radio Turcoid 106.5 FM.
Wow. Nice. So then you guys meet, and you who was the first one who said, you know what? No, actually, I think it was Abid as a joke about starting the radio station, right?
No, it was the other way around.
It was the other way around.
Okay.
The other way around.
Man, you're twisting it.
I'm twisting everything today. I'm getting my zodiac signs wrong. I'm getting everything wrong today. But no, but what I'm saying is it just started as a fluke, right?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, boom, how many years later now, you're running a very successful radio station in the UK. How does that make you guys feel? Like, like how you're progressing and stuff,
From my side, it's unrealistic. It seems like I'm still daydreaming, like when I was a kid, because I wanted to be a radio presenter since I was 8.
Wow.
And it feels to me like it's still not real. Like getting to stop with the name. It's just.
Do you know that?
No.
Wait,
I think
let me say something.
I'm
real
gonna
quick.
say, but Danny probably feels like that ever since he met me. He feels like it's not real. That he's still daydreaming.
Yeah.
Just
no,
saying.
Seriously, no. But let me tell you something real quick.
Ahead.
So me and her have been hosting a lot. We host a lot of events out here, and we always have your guys' logo and stuff like that. So there's a lot of people in New York that are starting to know your brand
right
very highly, and every time they're like, "Yo, energetic man, yo, how I be getting on that?" That's why now I don't know if you guys seen that, but we're making posts with the DNA mix and having everybody on there. So then they're tagging it and they put you guys on there as well. Because we want people to really start being more engaged out here, because you guys are going to be like, I want to get you guys to be the flood that opens up for New York for basically the cats in the state that don't have a mouthpiece and stuff to get on and to be heard over there.
We are welcome
in the UK.
Yeah.
In Wales.
Yeah. We are very open to accept new people, artists, DJs, whoever.
Yeah, I know. And they actually got excited because they see the station. They've listened obviously into the show with us, and they love you guys. I mean, they're super going, and it's like when I tell them about the like overall, like what's going on, and they're like, well, what did they think? I'm like, who? And they're like, the UK. What did they think about us? They're very interested in knowing what you guys think about their music or their performances or their songs and stuff. So I've been getting really good feedback. So my point is if the radio station and the people behind it are not any good, the artists are just going to walk on by.
Yeah.
They're just going to walk on by, and they're not doing that with you because they're always constantly asking me, "Are you going to put me in the UK? Are you putting me in the UK?" Because that's the one station that they want to be on.
Exactly.
We've seen. What I love it though is my favorite thing about this experience was me being in the hospital. I get a call. We have one of the highest shows.
Yeah,
that's true. That did happen. Yeah.
My nurse came in and she looks at me after I got the call. She goes, "What's up?" Like, cause what? I'm like, all right, you got some. Shout out to the Ryan show, because Ryan's a good friend of mine. I was just like, I called Ryan. Ryan was like, yeah, boy. It's like, all right.
Yeah,
all right. But that's what I knew. That's why I looked at you. Remember, you came in here. I said, yo, guess what? You got one of the highest rated shows on there. She's like, oh my god, and then she was just like, we just look at each other. We just go, yep, that's our new home.
Yeah,
that's our new home.
The UK.
The UK.
Our new home.
A new home.
There you go. Even though
I tell you one thing, right? That shows that there's a huge potential for the show to be, to be heard over here. Because like part of the highest for that first show with the highest listenership is that fact that about maybe a third of the listeners that were tuning in were from the UK, incidentally.
Right. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm telling you, dude. The UK loves DNA.
They sure do.
Okay, there we go. So, I just don't. I'm getting all choked up now.
And I know the US is gonna like this right here, man, because the US, you guys are giving a lot of hope to a lot of artists out here that want to be seen over internationally, man. So, I just wanted to give you guys that.
Yeah, because if you don't feel I mean, we have worked with several radio stations, obviously, and if we're not comfortable with people, or we don't feel like it's not that, if it's not a good fit, we just have to move along. It doesn't mean that the radio station isn't good. It just means that it's not working.
Yeah, it's time for us to move on.
We want a radio station that's going to do the same job that we want to do.
And we love it. We love every single time when you guys always being, but you guys are always sitting there and always helping. If we have an issue, if we have something, like she's always talking with you. I love it. I love communication. What you guys do is amazing, and your radio station is communicating.
I probably talk Abid's ear off every other day, and he knows it. But let me tell you, because the one thing that I love about these two is, I mean, obviously I talk to Abid a lot, but when I talk to him, it's not about just advice. It's just like we're friends, and it's like me being able to, it's like walk out the door and I'm going next door and there he is. That's how he makes me feel. He doesn't make me feel like he's all the way,
That's why I said his DNA's home.
He doesn't make me feel like I'm talking to somebody from the UK. It's like, oh, I'm going to go see him. He's going to be down the street, because that's the kind of feeling that he gives you. And that's what I love about these two, because, you know, Dobby being the model and everything with his little motorcycle.
And I want to thank you too for saying happy birthday, bro. That was dope. Thank you so much.
And
I was so surprised. I was like, what?
Yeah, but I was expecting Abid to do the video. Okay, I did ask Abid to do the video.
Man, I was happy one of them did it.
You know,
and it was dope because I saw it. Someone say, "Yo, happy birthday," and I was like, "Who is that?" And I was like, "Yo, that's the other part." I was like, "Oh,
yeah." I was like, "That's not Abid," but that's okay. I'll make up for it.
Yeah, Abid, I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought between us, I was like, "Am I seeing?" Remember when I told you I was like, "That's Abid"?
Yeah, and I was like, "No, that's not him." I was like, "No, he."
I'm not lying to you. I look and I'm like, that don't look like him, but maybe I'm
like, I thought he had darker hair.
Yeah, because I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know like there was two others. I always thought like it was just because I only saw you.
Yeah.
And I go and I see him, and I'm like, oh, and there's other partner. I was like, oh, shout him out, man.
Okay, but one more thing before we go to commercial break. There's one more thing I want to ask Dobby.
Yeah.
You got to tell me more about Bass Time and Fictional Dobby, because there's obviously a page out there with your music, and that's the music that I use for that montage. And let me tell you, we are going to be using that for our show. Okay.
Go for it. You have my written and vocal permission.
No, I like that. That's going to be seriously.
He was listening to it, and he's like, "Where did you get that?" And I'm like, "It's Dobby's. It's his. Are you kidding me? That's Euphoria."
That's amazing.
I'm just saying, you are brilliant, dude.
Thank you.
You are brilliant. That's all I'm going to say. So, again, we're going to go to commercial break, but we're going to talk back. We're going to actually talk about XL UK and everything on it. Okay, so we'll be right back with that.
We'll be right back.
Put your hands up. Right now we're inside a war with ourselves. Yo, America, are we gonna wake up from this? Where the real Americans at, you heard? Where we at? Man, you blinded and you lied, you just censor inside your own. Everyone pretends they love you, but messing you up in homes. Laughing without the way you can't even afford food. And everybody looking at you acting so rude. They thinking that they love you, your skin, that's what they see. They don't understand the militant well it be. But the anger that they got, they just play for each other. A civil war, they trying to come for us, kill one another. But I woke up last night, I gotta talk to my peers. Tell them, listen, we gotta march, and what do we hear? You laughing, you crying, you angry, you feeling and skating. Saying with all the time, they just demonstrated. Leave you inside the cars, they don't wanna see you out. They leave you locked doors, breaking your jaws over locked. They lock you up, they wanna trap you, put you inside with a lock, it's mental block. Cause all you ever hearing is the cops screaming lifeless. Now all of a sudden we thinking prices. Putting that two there, be caught crashing in crisis. Now they hating how they even look. They try to lock us up, throw it down, try to play the book. Wanna get his chook, every time try to get it booked. Overshook, saying God is there but love is overlooked. They try pretending that we close with a phone next to each other's ears, but we're more social distancing corona years. They try to acting like we ain't one inside our home. We acting like that we ain't one and one inside our home. I said March is gone. I said let's fight. You can't censor us anymore.
And we are back.
I know. I was just watching the little montage and Abid with his little, animation in the photos. But can we get them back in here? There we go, my baby. How are you? Okay, so we're going to start with XL UK. Now, you guys you launched in November of 2020, correct? Please tell me I got that right.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, at least I got something right. Okay.
Yeah. Woo.
Okay, but obviously now when I read the roster, obviously we share with a lot of other exceptional people on your show, on your radio. DJ Karan, who does a Bhangra mix. Is that like Indian Bhangra?
Basically, Primo Khan is my alter ego.
Right, I know.
So we were doing a sort of an Asian urban hits show in promoting Asian urban music.
Okay.
So from Bhangra, Desi, and Bollywood origin.
Okay.
My huge inspiration when I was growing up listening to the radio was the BBC Asian Network, and that's a huge radio station over here as well.
Okay.
Part of the BBC brand, and because I'm quite friendly with the station manager over there, and we had a conversation at the last music festival that took place down here in Wales. That he came along and attended in the big capital city.
Okay.
And I told him how much I was a big fan of the station and how it inspired me to really promote the music. And I think on XL UK Radio, I think us being an alternative type of radio station, I think it's only fitting that we do promote that sort of music, because there's always, because the audience are always looking for an outlet.
Right, true. That's true.
In looking for different kinds of music that's not found on commercial radio. And I think the alternative should have a voice. It should have a platform to really be heard on. And I think that was really cool. But it's not something that I do anymore. Not because I got tired of doing it or whatever it is. It basically came down to the fact that we wanted to vacate that radio slot so that the talent can come in and do a better job of it, and give them exposure, because again, it goes back to the conversation about promoting talent in different places, even around the world. Like online radio, like you guys know, is so it covers a lot of ground, not just where it's based, but worldwide. And it's great that international talent can find a home, like you guys have on XL UK Radio. You guys are from North America in New York, and you guys find a home on our station. It kind of works like that. And it's great because we are in discussion with a couple of talents that could take up doing a show to promote that sort of music. But we'll announce it when we'll announce things when they become official, obviously.
Right, obviously. But we'll get the premiere, right?
Of course, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So then you got the Abyss Radio Deep Dives Culture Dub Show, Codex Animus, that's Seattle, Digital Exposure, Cardiff, The Ryan Show, obviously, Liddy in the City, and the Adzilla Show. I mean, you have so many different genres in there, right? And you have really good talent in there besides the DNA Show. We can't put that in there.
Real quick. Liddy from the City is in Chicago?
Yeah.
Was I saying that again?
Liddy from the City is from Chicago?
No, actually, Liddy in the City by Jay Sharks is actually from London.
London. Oh, wow. Okay.
Jay is from London. So Codex Animus is Telocity and Plan. They're from Seattle.
Right, they're in Seattle.
Okay, there you go.
Deep Dives is by the BW Boys, and they're from Chicago, but originally from Seattle, but they moved to Chicago.
Okay, that's where I got it confused.
That's where you got the Chicago.
Because I heard of Liddy in the City.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was from Chicago or from London.
Yeah. Because Jay, who does the show, he's influenced by a lot of urban music from North America. And that's where the name came up from for the show. And it's kind of his brand. what he does in his radio residency in London. Like, he's quite popular in the DJ scene over there.
Big shout out to Liddy.
I also wanted to know, with like all these different shows and everything, I mean, you got people, you know, all over the place and stuff. How did they reach out to you with your station?
I mean, people normally just find us when we include hashtags. We come up as suggestions, like, you know, when you follow different things, like different people and stuff, it normally comes up as a suggestion. So people normally follow us through that as well. And sometimes it's not always talent reaching out to us,
Right.
Them.
Oh, wow.
You know what? Same way I found his show when I saw it on the Ryan show.
That's true. I was just going to say that, because the Ryan show is where we found you.
Big shout out to Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been an invaluable acquisition for our show as well.
Right. Yeah.
Amazing talent, man. That guy is an amazing talent. Shout
He
out to
loves sports.
That's like, yo, I'm not gonna lie to you. That's like my right hand too.
Yeah.
In this
yeah.
industry, Ryan is my right hand. First
Right.
person I called and I said, "What's up with this station?" He goes, "Yo, you gotta get on it.
You got to get on it.
You know what I'm saying?" So he was kind of like, "You gotta be on it too, bro. Like we gotta do this, man. We gotta blow this up." I was like, "All right, cool." That's why I hit you up that day. I was kind of nervous. I'm not gonna lie. And I explained who I was and explained that we were a good fit, and that was it. That was history.
The rest is history. And like I said, we're real proud. We're genuinely happy to have you, honestly. And it's nice that Althea is getting more involved as well. She kind of pushed me to sort of get her promoted more in the show as well. It's not just about Danny, you know, it's about me too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
No, I don't even worry about that. When
No,
watching
this
her,
is like my
and
big brother over here. Okay?
watching her and
Abid
seeing
is
her,
my big
what
brother.
she's doing, I'm like quiet now. I'm like, you're an international.
Yeah, you need to shut
She's
up. I'm talking to
international, so I gotta
Abid and
walk.
Dalby over here. This is my show now,
Go ahead.
because Abby I talk to.
It's not the DNA show anymore. It's just the A
It's
show.
just the A show now. You can take the B out of there. No, because you know what it is too. When I talk to him a lot, because obviously with all the experience and the knowledge and the intellect that this guy has, I'm not excluding you, Dobby. I just don't talk to you as much as I do him.
Of course.
But what I'm saying is, just talking to him, he gave me more confidence, because I'm doing what I like to do. And I love being on the show more and more and more. So when I talk to people who are actually in the industry, who have done it way much longer than I have, you know, you give me the inspiration to do better. And then, you know, and I got to thank you and tip my hat to you, sir, because you're the reason that I enjoy doing what I do.
It's an absolute pleasure, honestly. And you guys can see just how well we promote the talent. Like, you see the eye-catching promos, and I think that speaks a lot for the design language that we use, because it's about standing out. Like I say, it's never about us. Like, if you look at all the promos we ever do, like the XL UK radio logo is like a small thing in the corner. You know?
No, I love the logo is so good.
Are you kidding me?
Hold on, the logo is so good. Like when we be doing an event and I'll be putting up at the UK,
Yeah.
and we just stare at that logo.
They love that logo.
That logo is so good. I can't even lie.
I'm telling you, we would be like close to the XL UK. We would be like M DNA. You know, we'd be like medium. I'm
That's
telling
why
you.
everyone always asks. They go, "Okay, DNA Live," and I put DNA Live UK.
Yeah.
Because then people are like, "Oh, what's this?" And then XL UK.
All I can say is the promotions and everything that you do for the station, even your website alone, is not only eye-catching, it looks so professional,
Yeah,
and it
man.
looks like a classic, you know, and people should really pay attention to it, because if they want any ideas on how to run a good radio station and promote and advertise behind it, they got to look to you. That's all I got to say.
And they do a show too on there, right?
And don't you guys do a show too?
We used to.
What
used
was that?
A flagship show called Cypher.
Right, the Cypher. I saw that advertisement too on your Facebook.
If you
page.
guys ever want to redo it, like come
if you want
back
to do a
it
Cypher,
again,
just let us know.
definitely. Because I don't know if you guys saw it too. We got one out here called 104.9 Long Island, New York.
Right. Mm-hmm.
We got on station out here in New York. I would love to actually hear one of your show on
Well,
there.
we can do that. We can put you on that show, and we'll call. Yeah. Oh my God, we're just brainstorming every day.
I would just love to do that because I like everything he does, man. Everything he does, I go like this, and I tip my hat to him. I'm like, yeah.
These
people haven't heard the Cypher Radio Show in so many months. I think the last time we ever did it was just one time in February, like this year, and then that's it. Then we literally called time on it. It was his fault. He just annoyed me.
It's your fault. You got caught out.
No.
Get that back on, man.
Joking aside, it's literally because the station took off so much,
right? Yeah,
and we wanted to vacate the radio slot that it was on. We made an executive decision together, me and Dovey, that it was more important for us to come off and concentrate on the behind the scenes work, and then give that to a talent that needs that promotion, that needs that platform more than we do. I mean, we can do Cypher anytime we want. Wow. So people ask us like, what is there left to do apart from just doing the radio station? And we said to ourselves, well, the only thing that we haven't really accomplished in our individual radio careers is that we haven't taken our show international.
Oh boy, yeah.
Well, if you guys want to definitely do it, I definitely give you guys a slot. Yeah. Because I really think that I really appreciate you guys even giving us a shot.
Yeah.
So anything you guys need, you already know. Power 104.9.
Long Island.
Long Island's your family.
Yeah, of course. Definitely. We'll definitely take you up on that offer. Like I said, we'll brainstorm more in the coming days and weeks. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, but you know what? We can have Davi like do the music because he's good at that.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I like that
I'm just
a lot.
saying. I'm just saying.
We kidding? When I heard that, I'm like, who is that?
Yeah. He thought it was like some like international star or something. I was like, no, that's our boy in the UK, dude.
Yeah, man.
You're really good. And you know what? I love all the pictures. I love you guys. I love the station. I love that we're still working and grinding and working with you guys together. So if anybody out there, look these guys up, please, on IG. It's quite simple. XLUKradio.com. The outpouring that I've seen so far from everybody that I've put on the station with you
loves it. You guys are like one of the stations that everybody always comes back and asks me about.
Yeah. I actually had the mother of one of them that came up to me and she calls me all the time, but she's like, did you get any feedback from them yet? I'm like, I get feedback from them all the time, but it's just that, we can't sit there and rate every artist that's on the show.
Yeah, we have a
lot.
You
know what I'm saying? But we can, if you give me good feedback, like, that was a good playlist that you guys did or something like that. But most of the time when you tell me like when I've made Abid listen to certain people just to give me something, we were just talking about it, a young girl the other night. So, sometimes I try to get another opinion from a person who's in the industry because maybe their ear may be different than my ear. And
I can't. Your ear is fine. Your ear. Everything that she said that was gonna go, it went. So she's been.
But I put my 100% trust in these two individuals. So XLUKradio.com. Just go check it out. I really want to again thank you guys for joining us. And it's a pleasure working with you. It's a pleasure talking with you. And I hope we do more better things and bigger things in the future.
Oh, we are. We're gonna. I was telling her that we got to get a tour or something like that.
Oh God, he wants to go to the UK so bad because of you too.
No, I'm seriously get like a 3-club tour.
He's already
put everything together, put the people together, get the Airbnbs, and that's it.
Do you see what I'm talking about? He's already got me in the UK.
It's not even that. It's just that you want to promote it more. So because you want to promote it more, the kids from the state come out there. They perform and they show that, hey, this is another avenue.
Okay. The UK. Well, we can talk about that later at another time. Just thank Abid and Abby for coming on the show.
guys so much for coming on the show.
Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. We'll obviously be talking to you soon. Remember, you can catch our show on their show every Saturday from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Keep going.
Well, because they're 5 hours ahead, so they're 12 to 2 in the UK. But these two guys are still up at that time because they're night owls. Okay, these guys never get any sleep. They are constantly working. They are constantly moving and shaking on their radio station. So if you want to know more about them, again, xlukradio.com. So I'm out of breath now. I love you both. Thank you again. And you can take it out, babe.
Definitely. Thanks, everybody, for watching and listening, man. See you guys next week. Peace.
Peace out, everybody.
Peace.